I'm Shuang-Min. I'm an intuitive coach and mentor. I guide and help high achievers to redefine success through self-trust. And my own awakened journey to arrive at this point doing what I do unfolded themselves through layers. It was not a snap of finger. The first layer that was unfolded for me was when I was in Canada. And for the first time in my life, I felt loved unconditionally for who I was by a total stranger. And that experience planted a seed in me, knowing that love was possible. I was able to be loved for whoever I am and whoever I can be. So since then, I was kind of on a quest to understand what love really is and how could I experience that kind of love or even be the person giving or gifting that kind of love to others. The second layer happened when I was 23. I went to depression because the clash and discrepancy between my external experience and my internal knowing was too big. I was freshly graduated. I moved to India for my first job. And when everyone was celebrating my external achievement, I was a straight A student. I felt rotten inside. And that clash, not knowing how to perceive my external world from other people's perspective and understanding myself, nudged me into depression with suicidal thoughts at the last couple of months. That's how I was initiated into personal development at 23. And ever since then, I've been on the personal development realm up until this point. So it was almost 20 years. Then I create my corporate success. I used to work in fashion luxury retail in one of the biggest market in the world. I was in China. I moved through countries, Italy. So I was in India and Italy and China. I travel extensively. I was very conscious about my personal growth and personal development and my internal environment. The next layer that unfolded for me was when I was in Italy. I was struggling, like literally struggling to get a paper and to find a full-time job. So I was in constant anxiety and worry. How could I make my ends meet, and constantly getting rejection from immigration office and potential company that could hire me for a lot of reasons back then. That was the first time I encountered the so-called force. At some point, I made a conscious, strong intention, focus request into the air because I was so desperate. And somehow within a week, everything happened for me based on that the request I made out of desperation. So I started to be aware there was a force outside of me. Then I moved to China. My corporate career skyrocketed over there. I've achieved my 10-year dream to be the leader of one of the most significant markets in the world. Then the next year there unfolded because when I got promoted to that position, I was exhausted. I didn't want to go anymore. And I was 30, almost 35. I look at my life. I traded in so many dreams for that career dream. I was conscious that I was trading them in, but at that point in my life, I started asking myself how much more I'm willing to trade it everything in the sake of my career achievement, for the sake of my career success. And especially when that promotion didn't bring me fulfillment. It brought me more question about my life. It brought me the question of whether I wanted to live the life like that in the next 10 or 20 years, whether I would be fulfilled, and fulfill also the quest about love, about giving love on that trajectory? The answer was no. So I quit corporate when I was 35, and then I embarked this journey of creating the next chapter of my life, being an entrepreneur. And then I realized the next year was I realized I was burned out. I realized that what I used to be proud of myself, being structured, being able to grind myself to my limit, over limit, suddenly didn't work anymore. So I was nudged again onto a very, very spiritual and energetic work, which is what I'm doing now with all my clients, to really lean into flow, to redefine success. Since success is a very intimate identity for me, and to redefine success and to lean into the universal truths, like universal love, like manifestation, like how we channel energy, like how we create, we don't do. There are a lot of it that unfolding for me up until this point. So the healing, the transformation, the transcension, the 3D, 4D, 5 dimensions. So far, that's all my awakened journey, and I am pretty sure it's happening all the time right now, because I can sense the energy movement within and without my body all the time. And I'm very happy to be here, and I look forward to co-create and co-work with a lot of you in this space. That's for now. Be loved and be loved. I love you so much.